Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get myself closer to the desk. Okay, today's Wednesday, so I hope everyone is having a good week. Hi, Dorothy Washington, Mary Gongora, NGU, Lina Melling. Hope everyone is well. Run unconditional love, Taro. Okay, friends, you know, well, I gotta say this first because I cracked up. I don't know how many of you have heard about it yet, but Prince Harry got paid by Fox, the Fox Corporation. He sued an English tabloid or some Murdoch's own newspaper in England. I don't know if they're here. Well, it's the same family-owned business. So the payout continues, and I was very happy for him, and I thought I would share that because every time Fox News, they are a major part of why we are where we are today. Believe it or not, it's not only Trump; he has a lot of enablers. I thought I would share that because I was very happy. The next reference is the next thing is Trump, and by the way, go back. This is only the beginning of the Murdochs having to pay boatloads of money. My prediction is they're going to lose that next, well, chances are they're going to make a deal. But if they don't, they're going to lose that lawsuit as well. That voting machine company, yes, they're going to lose that too. That's my prediction. Having said that, I told you guys this was not going to go well. The Trump administration I'm talking about. I'm sure by now most of you have heard of how basically the bishop, I'm not familiar with the churches in Washington, D.C. I don't remember the name of the church. Oh, wait a minute. I wrote it down. Let me see. I don't know there are a couple of good tidbits here. No, I didn't write the name of the church down, but you guys know the church I'm talking about. It's in Washington, D.C. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the same church where Trump held that. I'm not sure. I better not say anything because I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is the way she went about lecturing Trump, the way Trump is abusing immigrants, and in general, targeting gay people, transgender, you name it. You know, uh-oh. Hi, this is Milu. Is everything okay?
Hey, it's Alan in California.
I thought it was one of you. My client always picked it this time to call. I help him because he has some mental issues, but I can't speak to him right now. Sorry about that, friends. I thought it was one of you. That's my YouTube number. Okay. Yes. The reason why I am bringing that up, okay, everyone is talking about it, and I don't know how many of you watched that clip. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only saw a short clip. The Trump family was very uncomfortable, and that intuitively, that's great. Vince, if you look at his face when he turned around and looked at his wife, he had the same attitude as Trump. Trump was angry, obviously, because he lashed out afterwards. But you think, well, he's what I feel after he left, and the word spread what happened at the church. Stephen Miller, the racist, they spoke, and Miller is in charge of these things. And he's very open, he's very open to, or he's open to whatever advice Miller gives him. He's already, I'm not making excuses for Trump. He's as racist as Miller, The only thing is Miller wears his on his shoulders or on his forehead. He doesn't care since that's the way he is. And Trump has been trying to hide his or trying to pretend it's not him, but that's not true. So it made Trump angrier. I could tell from the church, you could see that he was seething, but there was nothing he could do. And the bishop did the right thing, my friend, and more people should do this. And you know who else is doing this? Liz Cheney. It seems like every day she comes out with, she digs him. You know, she has a stick and she just, you know, poke him with it. The thing is, it feels like to me, Trump, instead of the normal person will sit back and think about maybe retool or do something. Intuitively, I feel, in Trump's mind, he's going to do worse. He's going to do things really now to hurt people. He can't get at the bishop, in French, bishop. But anyway, he won't take a chance on attacking. When I say attacking, sending the police just like they do in third world countries. And it's not that Trump is not thinking about that. He can't do it. But if there was a way for Trump to send the police to arrest the bishop, he would do it. That's the way I am getting Trump. So since he can't do it, at least not now, at some point, he's going to set things in motion so he can do that. But we're not there yet. What he's going to do is hurt more people in his sick mind so that the bishop finds out, because he knows the reason why the bishop told him that is because it bothers the bishop. Some of his policies are bothering the bishop. So he's going to do more of those, not only to hurt more people, but also indirectly, and his sick mind, that's going to affect the bishop. The bishop. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's where we are. And that, well, we're not going to stay here. That's where, that's the direction Trump is going. Not that we didn't know, but he's showing us what he's about to do. And let me tell you, I was wondering before whether he was going to put that martial law into effect. He will. And that's why he wants Hegseth at DOD so that Hegseth will carry out his orders. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a mess. But don't be surprised if Trump tries to do that. Okay? Because a lot of people are talking about him like the bishop lectured him. He's not liking it very much. And the other thing that's happening, it feels like to me he knows he is failing. Trump is fully aware that he's failing. So instead of trying to find ways to correct course, you're going to see the worst side of him, because right now he's unchecked. Everyone around him, they all either think the same way he does and Stephen Miller and Elon Musk, or they're just there. They do what they are told, and some of them do care. And believe me, we're going to find out, because a lot of them, they are a little smarter than the previous White House, the people that were there before when Trump was there in the White House. A lot of people are taking notes. They are making sure everything that happens so that when they are done with the White House and they know the legal ramification of everything that's taking place there now, they're making sure everything is written down somewhere so that they can tell the story after this is over. I don't know exactly, but that's what I feel. I don't know exactly who's doing it. I can get some names, but I don't want to do that again. I was doing that a while during the Trump first. Some of you may remember I used to give names, and after that I realized I may be putting people in danger, and I stopped. And I'm not going to do that now. But there are some people who are making sure, okay, they record everything for the right time. So there is that group of people as well. But expect Trump to continue. That's why I'm saying, please don't let this upset you. But he's going to do worse things. I don't know how many of you heard yet. He basically dismantled DEI, whatever we did to him. There is, if you are doing business with the federal government, okay, if you are a minority, you get a chance. If you are a minority-owned company, let me read how they put this. Okay, President Trump. Trump's administration has moved to end affirmative action in federal contracting and directed that all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion staff be put on paid leave and eventually be laid off. They took down some kind of Hispanic website. I've never been on it since I don't speak Spanish, but they took that down. I hope this is anything is giving all of you an insight as to where Trump is going. And my friends, let me tell you, the people this is causing some issues can't say anything because they know they won't be heard. They won't even try. They know this is a train wreck. But most everyone else, they are all in. There is a congressman. This is to show you how bad this is. There is a congressman, I don't remember his name. I should have written his name down, but I thought it was I didn't think I was going to mention him. But I think this is a good example. You know what that congressman said? They should, I'm sure some of you probably saw it on Twitter. He said they should deport the bishop for lecturing Trump at the church. So this is where we are, and it's going to get worse. But all those things are check marks on those who supported Trump. And what we are talking about, or some of the stuff that I've rattled off, is affecting one way or another people and his base. He simply hasn't realized it yet, Trump that is. And he's going to keep doing things. And Elon, let me tell you, Mary Trump said something. I watched a little bit of, I don't remember the name. That was the first time I've seen that channel on YouTube. And I looked at it because Mary Trump's name was on it. So I looked at it for a second. And I'm sure she has connection with people at Mar-a-Lago. So she communicates. She has her inside stories. She said that, she didn't say that's how she got the information. She's a psychologist, so she I'm sure she can deduct certain things, but intuitively I feel she's part of the family. There are people who talk to her. She said, Elon, as we know, used to live at Mar-a-Lago, and he's fully aware that the last person Trump talks to is what he does, or at least has major influence on his thinking. I feel that's reality. And the reason why I'm saying this, I mean, as we know, Elon, it's all about his money. And the next thing is, since white supremacy lost in South Africa, he wants to impose it or some way, somehow, just like Stephen Miller and Trump as well. But to me, he's worse than those guys because he's, well, evil, and well, I guess there are different degrees of evil. I have never used that word with Elon really, but that's the word I feel like using today. As I listened to Mary Trump speak, and I was connecting with him, I've never really tried to read how racist he is. I've had a couple of clients who work for Tesla. I've spoken to them on how their observations on how things were at Tesla, it was not good. But we won't get into that. But Elon, like I said the other day, I didn't think about that until now. I'm being shown when he made the salute. I said, that's the way that's what they talk about. That's the attitude, how they're going to do things. And that's why he's supporting far-right groups all over the world. So, I don't want to try to explain, give you more example. Elon is egging Trump on dismantling anything that has to do with diversity or minorities or anything. He doesn't think that they should be hard. He doesn't think the government should help in putting people on equal footing. And I was saying this, Elon is just another sycophant around Trump, just like Stephen Miller and company. He has more money, and Trump likes that. Trump is going to keep him around since he invested that much money, whatever. I am saying this because the direction Trump is going, it's not only minorities that is mindful of what Trump is doing, except for the true bigots, the racists. They believe in this. But it's not only going to be minorities who are, I'm talking about in the Trump base, who are going to basically say no more of this. Who are going to revolt. Because they too, they're not blacks or Hispanics. They may have somebody in their family who's married someone who's different from they are, or has friends, or they're just good people. Yes, they are white or whatever, but they don't want someone else be oppressed on their names. They're not thinking about that. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because my prediction is all those things that Trump is doing wrapped up, all those people he's hurting, and I don't know how many of you heard, basically with an executive order, he rescinded Biden's. I don't know if he can do that, but you guys will let me know. The insulin that people used to pay $35 for, there was a cap. He did away with it. This morning, I just read a little while ago, there is the Senate decree to HHS. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me read what it says. Okay, amid a deluge of executive actions, the Trump administration has asked federal health agencies to pause external communications such as regular scientific report, updates to website and health advisories, according to sources within the agency. So this guy basically he's dismantling everything without thinking, and I'm sure, and according to report, RFK's secretary or right-hand person is in charge of HHS right now. The order came from her, and I'm sure that order came from RFK. So these people are putting people's health at risk. If Trump thinks this is going to work well, and obviously they do, that's why they're doing it. And don't be surprised as I'm saying this. Don't be surprised he tries to do away with ACA or tell you he has something better. Yeah, to replace ACA with try to do those things as well. They have a slew of things. As I'm saying this, I'm being shown Project 2025. It's not going to take very long. I'm mentioning all those things. It's not going to take very long before people are fed up with his shenanigans and they take to the streets. That's why I am saying these things. And it's simply confirming everything I've been saying to you, that I don't see Trump. Somebody asked me a question yesterday. It's on the comment board. How long is this going to last? Will it last this year? Or I told the person I would answer her question, and so this fits because I forgot the person asked me the question. It just flashed in front of me right now. As I've always told you guys, I can confuse time. Okay, I may think it's going to happen this year and it happens next year. Okay, or it may happen sooner. But as I was reading these things, and intuitively, this is not going to last long. Too many people are about to get hurt. No directive in healthcare. You're dismantling pressure valves, pressure release valves. For example, minorities, they do business with the federal government. A lot of people, that's how they make a living. They have their own little business. Dismantling DEI, putting people out of work. But he's going to fix the economy, Yeah. All those things, the dummies, they don't realize. Instead of Trump and them lasting a couple of years, they are accelerating the departure. I don't know exactly which is going to trigger Americans say enough of this. But they are simply accelerating the timetable. And the demise to me is clear. Mary Trump agrees with me, but I'm not the type. I can't play. I don't do victimhood. I fight back. So I don't understand why a lot of people, they just sit there. Oh, he's gonna hurt this person. Oh, I can't believe he's doing this. That's the wrong approach. The person who's got Trump's number, I'm sure there are others. Well, I'm not remembering them right now, but at least Cheney keeps coming to mind. That's the person that has the right idea, and the bishop. Absolutely. You get him because the angrier he gets, he does more stupid things he does. okay, and more mistakes he makes, and it simply accelerates the timetable for all of them to fail. And I don't know how to translate this. I don't think that's what's going to happen. Okay. What just flashed in front of me as I'm speaking, do you remember what they did to Mussolini? This is not what's going to happen to him, but I guess it's a metaphor for what's going to happen to the Trump administration. They are hanging themselves. That's the picture I saw as I'm talking to you, because those of you who are new don't know me those who don't know me very well, I see pictures and I get intuitively I get information. That's what I feel is coming. But expect things to get worse. And don't be bothered or let it frustrate you. In fact, when I see them do these things, I'm happy because, like I said earlier, it's accelerating the time frame. I heard somebody, there is a channel on YouTube that this morning was the first time I saw it too. But this gentleman does interview. It's like a radio thing, but people call in, which is good. I'm not criticizing that. And he was talking to a white supremacist. And this guy said he's expecting Trump, and he knows a lot of people, they all voted for Trump. He's part of a militia. And he said, and it's because he knows. He called that channel yesterday. They had whatever it is, the open phone line, whatever. And the person said it seems like they are expecting Trump to take the country back to where only white people are able to get jobs, or at least have priority before everyone else. Obviously, it's a stupid thing. The dummy, I was sitting here listening because I had to take 10 minutes to listen to. I was intrigued by the title, so I wanted to hear it. I felt like if it was me, I would have asked the person, "What do you do? Did you go to school? What's your degree in?" What? I would put the person on the defensive, and I would let them speak, but I would put them on the defensive as well, because these people, you don't just let them chirp. The person who with the channel is not a bad person. He's not racist or anything like that, but someone, a bigot, happened to call. But the point I'm trying to make is, as I was listening to that person speak, Elon's picture kept flashing in front of me. That's what Elon wants in this country. But just like during the civil rights movement, it's not only going to be a black people thing, it's going to be every American thing that are going to stand up and say, no, not on our name. Elon hasn't tested that yet. He will find out. And that's going to be part of the reason why there's going to be a time people are not going to want to have anything to do with Elon. And that's how I feel. People like Zuckerberg and Bezos are going to be blamed and be held accountable. Their companies, Zuckerberg should look at what happened to X. Blue Sky is eating their lunch. The same thing is going to happen to Facebook. That's why Zuckerberg is licking Trump's boots. Anybody can create a website, and it simply takes the right time, and it takes off. Blue Sky has been around for a few years. Oh, do you guys remember I told you when Elon started this whole thing, I said my prediction was there is going to be another site. Because I was so sure this was coming, Elon was going to have his lunch eaten by somebody else. Do you guys remember I was trying to see if I could find some money? I wanted to create a website like Twitter, but I couldn't. I didn't have the money. I was so sure this was going to happen. And look at Blue Sky. Guys, it's so bad on Twitter right now. It's not funny. Anyone of importance is either thinking of leaving or have left. Watch Facebook. They will be replaced. That's my prediction. Something better than Facebook is coming. A lot of people have left Facebook anyway. But watch within the next year or so. And I've already told you about Bezos. This is nothing more, okay, than someone who's on one of those open door markets. He used to have like a 4x4 table. Now he has a 20x20 table. He has a long one, a huge one. This is just to explain to you where we are. These people are not doing anything that you and I can do. Yes, I give him credit. He had the idea, and the energy is with him to attract money, and everything he touched turned into gold. But what they have lost in all this making money thing, they think they are special. They think they are better than everyone else, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm lucky. Let me keep myself, everything in perspective here and do the right thing. So now they all want to go to Mars. Those dummies. Intuitively, first of all, we're not going to get to Mars now. Okay. Number two, you want to inhabit Mars? It's not going to happen. Intuitively, I don't see it. I know somebody told me there's nothing America wants to do that you can't do. Yes, there are things we can't do, and Mars is one of them. We can send probes, and you can even... Intuitively, I feel we're heading in the wrong direction when that is concerned. If you think you're going to inhabit Mars, it's not going to happen. What's going to happen, what they should do, intuitively, I feel, okay, you can create a whole lab, just like we're doing for our outside of space, that space station we have right now. You can build something to do experiment on Mars, all kinds of stuff. It's a mobile lab. You can just transfer it in parts to lab to do experiments and learn. The notion that people we're gonna colonize Mars, it's baloney. And this has nothing to do with, oh, I'm an American, I can do anything I want. Yeah. Has nothing, I'm not, yes, we've done some great things. It's not going to happen. This is not disrespecting American ingenuity. When you get water out of blood out of Iraq, then we'll talk. Before then, not happening. That's my prediction. And what I'm saying is Elon has successfully lied to our federal government and stealing our tax money. And Bezos competing with Elon, they didn't invent anything. A bunch of very bright people. I mean, they are, rocket agencies at their infancy who are still coming out with pretty great things, innovation, but we don't know about them because whoever is in charge of those companies are honest people. They don't go and lie like Elon did to our government and be on welfare. And now he's propagating another lie again. He's in now. So he's at the source of the money. Now he's trying to kick us out of our jobs and under the guise of proficiency. Okay, watch how proficient they're going to be at, kicking him out. And if he's not careful, he may end up in prison. That's my prediction for Elon Musk and some oligarchs around him. Because like I've said before, my friends, there's a lot going on behind the scenes we are not aware of yet that is yet to come out. And it will come out. It's on video. I will be happy to remind you that I have a fast computer where I can go do search what I said when. Yeah, I told you guys I bought it maybe around November or December I bought it because I was doing a lot of research for all my videos. Okay, so let's hang in there, friends. There's a lot going on right now. It's very tough for a lot of us. But run unconditional love taxes, Amazon in Quebec, Canada just shut down and put 1,700 workers out because they wanted to join a union. Oh yeah, he's doing a lot of that. Well, thank you, Ron, for posting this. He's doing the same thing in the States as well. So, yeah. I'm sorry I got carried away. Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, okay. Adi says Blue Sky was created by the Twitter folks. Oh, yes. You're right. I forgot. That guy with the beard? Yeah. But the thing is, though, I did not know. I don't remember when I found out about. I didn't even know the name. I think I found out about Blue Sky way after. Well, I wanted to create my own because I knew this was coming. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is not to. What I'm trying to say is Zuckerberg, watch. He thinks AI is going to save him. I don't think so. And he's even more. He's so sold out on this whole licking Trump's boot stuff. From what I understand right now, he has changed a whole bunch of stuff on Facebook. And from what I understand, they even subscribe or they put political stuff on your feed. If you, let's say, for example, Trump stuff, if you didn't want them right now, they come automatically. I have not seen it. I've been on Facebook maybe once. I don't like Facebook. To me, it doesn't make sense. And something else that happened to me on Facebook, I spent $25. It's not a lot of money, but it's a lot of money to me at the time. I had no money. I was broke after they booted me out of my job. They forced me to take retirement. The thing is, on YouTube, you advertise, at least you see there is something is happening. On Facebook, they left me feeling I was ripped off. And I don't think I was wrong. Okay? So I don't have a very good. I've been on Facebook for a while. I don't remember exactly when I got into the thing, and that's why it repulses me, and that's why because I could, if I wanted to, simultaneously stream to Facebook while I'm doing this, but that's how I feel about Facebook. With Zuckerberg, he's going to have competition. That's my prediction. And he's going to have problems, and Trump won't be around to help him. Raymond Di Pasquale says, my grandfather was in the Royal Italian Army, and Sicily fought the black and brown shirts. Yeah, good for you, man. Oh, my God. Well, let me tell you, I hate to admit this, it bothers me. And now it's becoming obvious with the release of all those people. That's not a big deal. Let me see. Yeah. Another big mistake Trump made, releasing all those people. And like I said yesterday, Now they're all emboldened. They feel they were right. And watch the 3%ers and all these people. Trump did it for a reason. And Elon is all in. Stephen Miller is all in. That guy Holman is all in. Okay. They think people are just, and from what I read this morning, they're going to prosecute local authorities who do not cooperate with them to arrest immigrants. This is not looking like something to me that's going to end without violence. And I mentioned violence before, but it's becoming more and more incipient to me that this is what's coming. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. You guys have nothing to do with this. So you have no reason to be afraid. Okay? But it's not heading in the right direction. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for questions. Somebody asked me, oops. I would be surprised. Sarah Farham one says, will Congress let the Trump tax cut of 2017 expire? No. Even if it expires, there is some other tax cut they have. I don't see Trump, no, letting it expire. Are you kidding? No. They're going to find a way. I don't know if it's because they don't let it expire or what they're going to do. How they're going to handle it, okay? But it's already in the works. Deborah Dobson says, thank you, Millie. You're very welcome. This has ripped us back. Oh, yeah, backward. Absolutely. It is shocking, and I do not want my energy in it. I don't blame you. No one wants. That's what I'm saying to people, to everyone. Don't let this bother you because it's so negative. It's going to depress you. It's going to keep you down. Me, I laugh because I know what's coming. The only thing I'm not going to tell you for sure it's going to end this date and time. I can't. But what I can tell you, to me, it's clear. Reading those things this morning, listening to that gentleman with that YouTube channel, listening to that bigot, the racist, okay, he wants Trump, or, that's why they voted for Trump, to take the country back to when, minorities had no say, he didn't have a job, or they would give it to him and his grandpa. He doesn't feel confident enough to compete. Yeah. These people are the people that, remember guys, I told you after I graduated from college, I was looking for my first job. And there was a company in White Plains. It was a graphic company. When I heard that, I'm like, oh my God, I'm all in. And I went for an interview. They didn't even let me in the front door. The woman saw me and she said, but at the time I did not understand what was happening. I'm like, well, maybe I was at the wrong place. I went around, trying to figure out if I was at the right place. And after that, I gave up. I just went home. Until later on, I realized they just shut me out. So that's what that gentleman wanted. That was in the 1970s after I graduated from college. So I'm sure people still do it because there's a company I worked for years later. They said things used to happen that was as bad. So that's where Trump wants to take us back to. Trump, Elon, Steve, all the Steve that worked for Trump, and a whole bunch of people around Trump. That's what they want to take us back, but it's not going to happen. And just like in the 60s, today, it's even going to be worse. It's going to be a mixture. All kinds of people are just going to rise up and say, no, it's not going to happen. Joel Jesus says, more tax cut coming for the poor oligarchs. Yes, they need it so bad. Okay, let me see. I believe somebody asked me a question. I just wanted to. Right now, I'm running my mouth. I don't remember. I wrote this thing. Yeah, I know why I wrote it, but it's not that important now. Oh, I gotta share that story with you guys. This is not news, and it has nothing to do with predictions. But it says breaking: Doug Emhoff, we know whose husband he is, Kamala, reportedly confronted Bruce Fisker. In case you don't remember who that is, that's the dummy, idiot, arrogant guy who is married to that senator, okay, who refused to shake Kamala's hand when she was confirming, or, before you swearing in, I'm sorry, not confirming, swearing in different people who elected officials, a senator in that case, okay. He refused to shake her hand. You know what the dummy did? He went and, yes, let me start it over. Doug Emhoff reportedly confronted Bruce Fisker, Senator Deb Frisker's husband, at the inauguration, saying, "Why would you try to shake my hand when you wouldn't shake my wife's hand?" Oh my God. When I read that, I almost hit the floor. That's the way you do it. He basically just gave that guy a backhand. I agree with him. I'd do the same thing too. Why do you want to shake my hand for? You wouldn't shake my wife. What do you think? I'm going to shake your hands? No. That's how you do it. Ted Cruz and all these people, they lick Trump boots and say, can you give me another one? So that's what I wanted to share. I couldn't remember what it was, but I knew there was something. Okay, friends. Yes, Ali Lovell. It was. I was so happy when I read that. I said, "Way to go!" All right, friends. Thank you very much for spending time with me. I can sit here and talk, and I love those stories. Thank you very much, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, Chat Managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicbuilder.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. It's important, because if you give me a thumbs up, I don't know how true that is. I don't trust the YouTube algorithm, and I am a software engineer. I know how to code from assembler, from machine language to assembler to C, C++, C Sharp. I haven't done those things in a while, but it's like riding a bike. So, and I designed 3-tier systems, so I understand how these things work. They can throttle you like good people are being throttled on X. I think they've done that to my channel. But please give me a thumbs up. I know after I asked you, I went into a whole lot of stuff. It's because maybe it will make a difference. So if you can, please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Maybe the algorithm will continue to show the stream, because it seems like to me, I'm getting a lot less views. So please, if you can, give me a thumbs up according to what they say. So hopefully it will work the same for me as it does to some other people. See you all tomorrow. Till then, bye. I think that's probably my client. Hi, this is Milu. Yes?